What is up, YouTube? In this video, I'm going to be talking about the 4 questions you need to ask yourself when you're starting a business. It doesn't matter if it's an online business, it doesn't matter if a traditional business or brick and mortar business, it doesn't matter. You need to be asking yourself these 4 questions. Alright, so question number 1, the first question you ask yourself is, who is your dream client? Right, there are 2 big reasons why you want to ask this question. Who is your dream client? And I'm going to share the first one. Right, to share this point, I want to tell you guys a story, and this is a story about when so previously I had a client, right, which we were doing marketing services for them, and they were really nice people, very very nice, but when it came to the job itself, they were very demanding. Right, they would whatever designs that you did, whatever kind of ads that you did, they'll be like, no, the copy cannot be this way, you need to change the copy. Right, they'll make you the landing page cannot look like this. Oh, no, you have to change it. And then they'll say things like, oh, this ad design doesn't look good, please change it. Right, and the way we worked was that, they kind of had unlimited revisions. So what happened was that whenever we were going to launch a new campaign for them, we knew that this client was going to come back to us like multiple times, and we really dreaded working with them, right? Because they were just not our dream client, right? Our dream client is somebody who, and oh yes, I just want to add on this point, right? And when, as digital marketers, when we write copy, there's a reason why we put formats, and we insert certain keywords, and they just didn't really understand it, and they found that the copy was a bit, it was funny or weird, and they wanted us to change it. And this ultimately affected the marketing campaign results. And that is why I say it's very important that you choose and define your dream client before you start anything. Right, you want to make sure that you onboard, you pick people that is going to produce the 80% of the results for 20% of the work. Right, so that's reason number 1. Choose your clients, otherwise you're going to have a very very hard time. You're going to have a very miserable time. Right, well, they might be paying you, but it's not a meaningful working relationship. Right, and the second reason why you want to choose your dream clients is because of this thing called market research. Right, you need to know what their fears are, you need to know what makes them happy, you need to know what drives them, you need to know what keeps them awake at night. If you know all of this stuff, only then can you create things that are relevant to them. So let's say you are let me give you an example. So for example, I am a digital marketing agency, and I want to help. My dream clients are financial advisors who are looking for more leads. Right, so at this point of time, I know that financial advisors have this really big thing that that all of them want to achieve, and it's called the MDRT. Stands for $1 Million Round Table. Basically, it's an award that financial advisors get if they hit a certain quota, or they hit a certain sales amount. They get to join this really prestigious club. Right, so it's a symbol of success. Now, if I'm targeting these people, what I can do in my ads is like, need more leads to hit your MDRT, or double your or you could include your headline could be like, get more leads so you can hit your MDRT by this year. Or you could also use, or you could also come up with a headline. One of the problems that financial advisors are facing is that, yes, they are aware that Facebook ads are very powerful and they should be using them, but when most of them try, what happens is that they are getting very low quality leads that they are not really interested in buying policies from them. So what you can also do, when these pains, right, when you know what are the problems they are currently facing, can you come up with relevant ads to target these people. Right, so for example, in the case of a poor quality lead, you can say that, are you getting poor quality leads from Facebook? We can help you. So that's the reason why you want to know your dream customers. You want to know what keeps them awake. You want to ask the questions like who your dream customer is. Only when you know who your dream customer is, then can you find out all of these other things. Okay, so the next question you want to ask yourself is, where can you find your dream customers? Let me say that again. The second question is, where can you find your dream customers? And this is important because when you're going to be doing your marketing campaigns, you want to know for very practical reasons. For example, let's say your dream customer is somebody who, let's say you are a car dealership, right? And you specialize in exotic cars, right? So what you want to do, you want to find out what kind of shows they are watching, what kind of Facebook groups they are in, what kind of pages they like. And once you know all of this, it is going to be very easy for you to infiltrate these groups and get their attention, right? So for example, maybe let's say my dream customers are huge fans of Gary Vee, right? Or let's say my dream customers are a huge fan of Tony Robbins, right? What am I supposed to do? What would I do? What I'll do is I will try. There are a few things you could do. Number one, you could try to get an interview with these people, right? Probably not Gary Vee or Tony Robbins because they're like huge names. But that's the idea. You want to find the people who are relevant in the industry and then reach out to them, get an interview with them, and suddenly you're placed in front of all of their audiences. So that's one way to do it. And another reason why you want to know where these people hang out is because of Facebook targeting, right? So I don't know if you guys know this, but when you are doing your Facebook ad, you can actually choose to target people, right? So let's say, using the Gary Vee example again, so you try reaching out to him, he's not responding, and blah 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 blah. But what you can do is you can target his Facebook profile. Not his Facebook profile, his Facebook page, and show it to the people who like that page. Does this make sense? So this is very, very important to know where they are hanging out also. Alright, so the third question you want to ask yourself is, what kind of bait you want to use to attract your dream customer. And to illustrate this point, I'm just going to read through a paragraph from the .com Secrets book by Russell Brunson. I think it's a very good example of what it means to have a good bait, right? And so in secret number 1, Russell Brunson says that your bait could be a physical book, a CD, DVD, or an audio recording. Anything that your dream customer would pay attention to and want, right? As for my company, moved away from selling to beginners and toward attracting dream clients, our first step was to create new bait that would attract the more advanced clients. So what Russell Brunson did was he created a book called .com Secrets Labs, 108 Proven Split Test Winners. This bait worked great for us because most beginners don't know what a split test is. But we knew that Julie and Mike, Russell Brunson's dream customers, would know what these terms mean and they would be hungry to get their hands on the book. Now, within days of launching this new offer, Russell Brunson had thousands of dream clients lining up to work with him. So when you find out what your dream clients want, it becomes very easy to attract them. Throughout this book, Russell Brunson he talks more about finding the right customer, right? So if you're interested in that, it's .com Secrets. Right, I'll leave a link in the description below if you want this book. It is just to let you guys know, this book is a free book by Russell Brunson. All you have to do is pay for shipping and handling. So yeah, I'll leave a link in the description below. Yeah, and that is exactly why you want to be very careful. You want to be strategic about the bait that you put out, because like Russell Brunson said, when he was moving from marketing serving beginners to more advanced people, what he did was he created a bait that only the more advanced people would understand, and that's how you actually attract the right group of people. Does that make sense? And the last question is, what kind of results do you want to give your dream clients, right? I know a lot of people, when they're starting out a business, they think about, oh, what product should I sell, what kind of how should I price my services, my products, and all that kind of stuff, you know, like what should I use to build my website and all that kind of stuff. Now those questions are important, but I guess one of the most important questions is, how are you going to serve your customers? How are you going to serve your dream clients? That is the biggest question ever, because if you nail this, if you get this right, everything else becomes irrelevant or less important, right? So you need to clearly, very, very clearly define how you are going to serve your customers. And you need to understand that, you know, I believe for most of you who are trying to start something, the intention is to grow your wealth also, right? And your income is directly proportionate to the amount of value you put out in the market. Let me say that again. Your income is directly proportionate to the amount of value you bring to the market, right? So if you can find a way to deliver massive amounts of value to the market, so will your income, right? So that is why it's very important to define how you are going to serve your customers, right? Otherwise, you are just going to be asking all the wrong questions. Right, so these are the 4 questions that you need to be asking yourself when you're starting something new. And at this point of time, if you like what you are seeing, remember to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. Let me know if all of this made sense, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.